Bonjour, this is Leslie Caringal, and for today's video, I'm going to teach you about indefinite and definite article in French. Definite article is grammatical term, but what does it mean? For example, I would like you to give me definite article in English. Okay, let me head you. In English, we only have one definite article, the, as in the moon, the train, the cat. But in French, we have more than one definite article to choose from. All French nouns are either masculine or feminine, just like in English. We have plural or singular. We have one way of saying this in English, but with French people, they use for. And what is it? Well, they use la and la and li and l with an apostrophe, and they all mean the. If you're going to ask me, when do we know which one to use? Well, I would answer the article les is the easiest to use. For example, the table in English, le table in French. Okay, can you repeat that? Le table, le table. In English, it is very clear when we say the tables. We hear S, but in French, we don't. For example, les chaises a, les chaises a, the chairs. Then, they have L with an apostrophe. This one is also easy when a word begins with vowels or H. For example, you will have the word la brouette, and this means tree. By the way, this word have a gender too, and I'm going to cover it in a minute. So, li and l apostrophe are used regardless the gender of the word, feminine or masculine. And now, let's go and tackle about feminine and masculine article. And now, we use for the la when the word has masculine gender, and la when word has feminine gender. So, now, I'm going to teach you some small tips to get it right. A French word which ends with an a sounds likely to be a feminine, so you would put a la in front of it. So, I'm going to give you some few examples with la and la. Started with la. La tomato. La table. So, if you're going to hear a words that ends with e or see it on the paper, chances are it's going to be la word, but like what I said, only 75% of it all the time. Now, let's continue with law. Law cinema, law pack. Okay, let's continue. So, we follow the rules. Word so, a is feminine, and definitely banana is feminine. Of course, when it relates with people, such as boy and girl and man and woman, we say la fille, a girl or feminine. La garçon, a boy or masculine. La femme, woman or feminine. And el homme. Okay, so as well as an animal, they can have both gender. So we can say la ka or cat, la shut up or the cat. Did you know that countries have genders too? So England is feminine, but we say longitsure because it begins with the vowel. But we know that the longitsure is feminine country. La Portugal again is end with letter L, so let me say La Portugal. So now, let's move on to indefinite article. Indefinite article is also a grammatical term, but what does it mean? For example, I would like you to give me an indefinite article in English. So, that article would be a. So now, let's have a look at different indefinite article in French. Well, we have here two. One is a and the other one is un. Un comes before feminine gender nouns or things, while a comes before masculine gender. But when it is plural, that means it is more than one. Then we use word the. So here are some examples. These are some examples. A table, a carrot, a lampa. These are also some examples. A camera, a television. And as for masculine article, a is what you would say, for example, a elephant, a throne. So, let me explain to you how to use the in French sentence. The thing is, in English, we can say sentence without articles. For example, there are apples in the tables. But in French, we are obligated to put article before the word apple in order to put some plural gender. But in order to do that, we need to use the. So we would say il y a des pommes sur les tables, or there are apples in the table. So we are now down with our last part. I am going to continue on teaching you. And here we have photo as in photography. Well, because photography ends with an E, it's a photo. And all of these can be plural just by adding the in the front of them. So, if you took the same words, you would say not a elephant, you would say the elephant. And so, to summarize, we have two ways in saying a for masculine and un for feminine. And now we are down to our last article, which is the, and it means some. When using the word any, it's plural form.